Thank you and welcome back to another episode of the Carolina Otakus Podcast. I am Afro and I'm here with my co-host
Lexi.
Yeah, we've been gone for a little bit. We've been busy. People have been traveling. Well, I guess I traveled too. And I'm back home.
Finally.
I'm back home. A month goes fast. It was a home month. I was back at home.
Yeah.
And shit happens. And we'll talk about that today. But like I said, welcome back. As you know, the way we start these things off is, what we've been up to and kind of just go from there. So, Lexi, what have you been up to? What has it been 2 weeks?
It's been a month, sir.
No. Since we like, has it been a month?
It's been a month because we didn't do one because I was on vacation. Yeah, it wasn't happening.
Oh, okay. What have you been up to?
So yeah, it's been a month, you guys. Welcome back. We miss you guys. I know you guys are tired of seeing the same old clips that Afro Slide keep posting, but
we got like 4,000 on one.
Wait, what? Hold on, wait a minute. What?
It was, what's crazy? It was the one where you were talking about the insurance of your surgery. That has 4,000.
Oh, yeah, because you use those buzzwords on this shit. I saw that. I was like, this nigga using buzzwords. Okay, whatever.
Nah, yeah, that shit was crazy.
That's why. That's why we got so many. It's because you use buzzwords. I was like, oh, this has nothing to really do with what we were talking about, but okay.
I mean, it kind of does.
Buzzwords.
I mean, it kind of does. You were talking about just how the insurance works on the surgery and stuff. So it did. But yeah, I was like, damn, 4,000. What the fuck? But yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, what you been up to?
He's not lying. We really did have 4,000. I had to go back check. But I've been busy. I got a new car. I went on vacation. I went to a concert. I bought my TwitchCon ticket and flight, so that's already like in the bag. So yep, that's really what I've been up to. He knows what kind of car I have. I have a Tesla. I got a Tesla Model Y. That was an experience and an ordeal to get, but it's here. I got it. It's all black. It's black on black wheels, black paint, black tint. It is very pretty. I'm trying to get it wrapped because I kind of want to get it like a galaxy like wrap around it because his name is Nebula. She's a she. So I have 2 children now. I have Onyx and I have Nebula. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I went on a cruise. That's a whole story. If you ain't been in my Twitch streams or whatever, I already told that story. So if you missed it, you missed it. And then last week I went to go see 21 Savage in concert and it was pretty good. So yeah, now we're here.
Nice. Awesome. Well, as you guys can see, I'm not in the same background. I am back home. Got back home Sunday morning. It was nice being at home. That's the longest I've been back home for years. I mean, I kind of want to say more than a decade. I haven't been back home for that long in a while. So it was nice, but it kind of, there were certain things that happened that just made me realize I like this country living. Because this country living, this country living is nice. Fuck that, and it's not even like my mom is in like a crazy place, but it's just like, you kind of sit there and you're just like, what the fuck? So you want me to go into it? The story?
Go ahead.
All right.
Got plenty of time.
So living in this living in the country, it's just certain things that you really don't have to worry about because you're in the cut, right? So yes, I mean you gotta when you live in the country, you live on back roads, people have to actually like find you to get to you. You're not on a main road or off a main road and you're just like there up front. So you're not in a HOA, you're not in a community of houses, right? So one morning, I wake up, moving my car, gonna get my mom coffee. She can't drive. She got shoulder surgery. That's why I was up there helping her out and everything like that. Was there for a month. And so I come out to my truck. And yes, I do this and because I'm just used to it because I'd never had to deal with it. But I'll leave mine. It's an old fucking pickup truck. Honestly, if you want to take it, take it. Please go ahead. It's insured. Whatever. So, I come out. It's the morning time. It's like during the day. It's like morning, like 8, 9 o'clock. Come out. Seats. First of all, there's $1 on the ground. There's $1 outside on the ground, right? Open the door, seats all the way up. So somebody came into that bitch for real, and just rummaged through all my shit, right? First of all, let's be real. The shit that's important, of course, isn't in the car. There was a dog bed, a seat cover for the dog, and a whole bunch of other just random shit, like a ramp for like my smoker. My power bank was in there, which is almost like a $200 power bank. And they took 10 pounds because when I went to Germany, I did the whole exchange thing and I got 10 pounds. Right. So, and what they left out with, I had a knife, an Amazon knife that was like $20, and my ammo box that was full of 9mm and 45, and my magazines that are for my firearms. That's what they walked out with, right? So I sit there and I look and I just start laughing because I think it's the funniest shit ever. I think it's so funny. You get a knife, $20. The most expensive thing in that whole car, other than the car, was the power bank. It just shows me how fucking stupid you are. And then you take my ammo. Ammo is expensive, but it's replaceable. And then you got magazines to guns that you don't have.
I mean, they might have.
No, he ain't got no. Look, if you gotta go and steal shit, you definitely don't have it. Let's keep it real. You don't have it. So it was what? I think. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what I got, but whoever did it, got it, and it's whatever. Truck was fine. Was able to put everything back and was driving. It was good. My mom said I was dead sleep, door closed. And my mom was like, her dog was barking like crazy. I didn't hear it, but she was like, I didn't know what it was. Because she just barks. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, I sat there and I thought, like, what would I have done if I actually caught the person? Everything was in the house. Like, my carry is literally on the dresser, right? Literally on the dresser. I keep one in the chamber, always. Always. Always one in the chamber. Since I've been working at that range and since I've been into firearms, I have learned to keep one in the chamber. Right? So I think about that. I'm like, what would I have done? Would I have just let him go with the shit? Just go ahead, nigga. You got it. It's you won. You got it. Go. Like, you got it. You need this. Take it.
I don't know. Like, knowing you, I feel like it depends on like who it was. Like if it was some little kid, like some young ass kid, you probably would be like, whatever. But if it's like some like But at your age, I feel like you would have probably pulled out the carry and would have been like, "Get the fuck off my property before I
Yeah,
shoot the fuck out of you."
probably. So it you know, it happens. It's Baltimore, whatever. Gives a fuck. But it's just what can I say? It just reminds me of why I like North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina has its shit too. Like it has its every place has its shits. You know what I mean? But I don't know. When I got back here, it was great to be back. It really was. It was really great to be back. Got back, my grass is high as hell. So I had to cut my grass immediately. The day I got back, I was cutting grass. And then when I'm cutting my grass, I cut it. I'm getting my push lawnmower to just get, the places that I couldn't reach. And I see something moving in the ground on the side of my garage. And it's a hole. I look in the hole and I thought it was like mice or something, or like a big ass snake that was just in a hole. No, it's baby rabbits. I have baby rabbits on my property in a hole, just living. Whoever the mother rabbit comes at night, she has to come at night because I don't see her during the day. So she comes around at night to check up on them, and they're big. And it's about at least 4 or 5 of them in there, at least 4 or 5. And they look healthy. Nothing's going to bother them. I put up a stick so I know where they are so that the dog doesn't mess with them. So I don't accidentally step anywhere near them or on them. But every time I take the dog out, I'm always looking over the hole just to see if there's anything there. Yo, I'm checking for real. Like I took some grass, and I just put it over the hole just to cover it because it was raining, I think, a couple nights ago. Yeah. And I come out, the grass is moved. The mama said, "Who the fuck put this grass on top of this?" That's what she said, and she moved that fucking grass. So yeah, I have rabbits now. So that's cool. I think Sunny was ready to come back for sure. I think she was ready to be back in her own space.
She's really like, "Where do you have me? I don't like you.
Yeah,
I want to go back home."
Yeah, I think she was ready to be back in her own space, and she's just been chilling. I mean, like the most no whining. Most of the time when we leave a certain place for a long time, she gets into like this depressive state. But this time there was no depressive state. She said she came right in, went straight to her bed, and chilled out for the day. Like she was good.
She's like,
I was cutting grass. Yup, I came back in. She was good. I was like, okay, cool. So you chilling. But yeah, got to see my father. Got to see my stepmoms. My sister came up there when I was there, Memorial Day weekend, and we got to hang out, have a good time. Tried some pretty good foods when I was up there, and yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, but definitely miss the home. But mom is doing well, going through physical therapy, doing what she got to do, back driving again, and she's good to go. But other than that, every other shit, working and just working. That's about it. So I was in Maryland when Lexi got this Tesla. And what do you call people who don't drive electric cars?
We call them ICE. So internal combustion ICE, ICE, internal combustion engine like drivers. Yeah.
So is that like how they? So when you went to go buy the car, right? Did they like try to sell you on stuff, or you already knew what you wanted?
Wait. Let's go ahead and talk about this, because buying a Tesla is different than buying in like any other kind of car. Okay.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Okay. So since he wants to know anyways, he wants me to tell you guys anyways. So all right. So where I live, Teslas cannot be sold directly. I have to go out of state to pick it up. So that's one thing. Yeah. So I know if you're into cars, you might know that Tesla had a recent offer to buy a Tesla Model Y for like 0.9 APR. So this is what triggered that whole thing. I wanted to do the test drive. I saw it. I was like, ooh, it's nice. Ooh, that interest rate. Okay. Let me go ahead. So I went ahead, and it's like, some people know, but like I've been like fighting back and forth if I want to get like a Mercedes or something else. And like the Mercedes that I want fully loaded, because I don't like buying cars unless it's fully loaded. It's too much right now. So I was like, all right, let me get the Tesla. So Tesla was a lot cheaper, and we'll get into that why. So anyways, so to start the process, you have to pay $250 off bat. You don't get this back if you don't get the car. It's non-refundable. So they take the $250. That's called an order fee. And then from that particular process, they get your license. And then you put in like where you live, your income, all this stuff, and they go through financing. Like I said, Tesla does do their own financing in-house. They also will send it off to different like insurance, or not insurance, but other finance companies to get the deal. Well, I actually still have my other car. And when I first did it, they were like, oh, yeah, you're approved conditionally if you trade in your other car. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm keeping my other car because I still want to have a regular car just in case something happens with Tesla. So one thing about it, you don't walk into a dealership and go pick up a car like, hey, I want this car. With Tesla, you have to go through the app, and you have a service advisor. So you got to message. Yeah. And they're awful. Like, you can't call them directly. It's, if you look online, everybody says the cars are amazing. The customer service is ass, and I agree with it so much because it is such an ass process. So, anyways, I'm doing this during a time where a lot of people were getting these cars. So, like, already, it was ass. So I told him, I was like, hey, I'm not trading in my car. I do have, the income or whatever. He was all right, cool. So I like emailed them. It took like another like 24 hours for them to like push it back through where it was just like approved. So got my approved, got my rate or whatever. And then so after that, if you're doing your own financing, like through your credit union, well, you got to wait until they give you a VIN number. So that's the next step. So they give you a VIN number, car's been signed. Look at the car that I got. They had it in inventory, so I didn't have to wait for it to be delivered, dropped off at the dealership for me to go pick it up. So that was good. So, so after that, they asked for proof of insurance. So I had to go find insurance for it because me and Progressive were beefing. So I went to State Farm. Got a pretty good deal, so it's not that bad. And then after that, if you give them insurance, then it's time for you to do your down payment. So I put in the down payment, and then they ask you how you want to do your credit. Well, if you buy an electric car, there's a $7,500 tax credit that you get for the car. Right. You can either get it at the time that you like get the car and they apply it towards like a down payment, or you can get it back as a reimbursement, as long as you meet the qualifications for it, like the income level, things of that nature. And so I just did it as my down payment. So that knocked off $7,500 off the purchase price, plus the other amount that I put down. Pretty much I got a car for like way a lot less than typically. So I did that, and then I had to drive I want to go pick it up in Charlotte. So I had to drive 2 hours to Charlotte. So I started this process on a Sunday. I finished it on a Friday. So technically the appointment's supposed to take like 15 minutes. Well, I get there. There's a line of people trying to get their own cars too at the same time.
There was a line?
There was a line. Yeah, there was a line.
Nah, nigga. No.
But the guy in front of me was getting a Model Y, but he got the performance model, but it was also black. And then, there was a line. So he was like, okay, well, wait. It's being charged right now. Just wait about 15 minutes and you're good to go. Okay. So I'm sitting there and like this older couple comes in. She mad loud on the phone. And if you know me, I don't like loud noises and I don't like being around a lot of people for a very long amount of time, especially in like small areas. Mm-mm. So, all right. I'm like getting like antsy. I'm like, all right, 15 minutes unpassed, 20 minutes unpassed. People starting to get in their cars. And I'm like, excuse me, where's my car? And they're like, oh, it's in the wash bay. It shouldn't be that long. All right, cool. 20 turns into 30. 30 turns into 45. The couple that was behind me is like walking out the door about to get their car. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now, mind you, this is Memorial Day weekend. And I'm in Charlotte. Traffic's already like backed the fuck up. And I'm looking at the GPS telling me I got 3 hours to get the fuck home. And I'm like, oh, no. And this is before it's like rush hour traffic. So I'm like, okay.
This is before you left, right?
Mm-hmm. Or this was the day before I left. So I'm like, I need to get the fuck up out of here before rush hour traffic gets here because it's gonna be forever before I get home. And I still gotta pack. I gotta get stuff last moment for this truck. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I asked him again. And this time I get really bitchy about it. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is my car? Like, you guys done told me, like, I hate to be that person, but like, this is really a 15-minute appointment. I'm supposed to sign some papers. Y'all supposed to hand over the car, and I'm supposed to be out. Like,
yeah.
I'm supposed to be out. Like, what's going on? So he's like, oh, it's still in the wash bay. I'm like, nah, just bring my car. I'll wash it. Just bring me my car. So just bring it to me, please. He was like, okay. So he drives it up and like parks it. I get in the car. Can't go no damn where. Why? Because it says it's undelivered. So I'm like, yo, what? Go back in. Hey, I can't go anywhere in the car. The car still says it's undelivered. He said, oh, my bad. Hold on. 10 minutes later. Okay, try it now. Finally, I can drive off. And he was like, okay, you got any questions? I'm like, yeah, just how about change these mirrors so I can get the fuck up out of here? So I can see. And like, he's like, yo, he tells me. And I'm like, all right, I'm sorry for being a bitch, but I got to drive like 3 hours back home. And I got a trip I got to go to tomorrow. So like, I got to go. So he's like, no, I understand. Because he was going to MomoCon. So I felt his pain because he had to drive from Charlotte to MomoCon, like to Atlanta. So I knew that was it. But like, yeah, it's if you get one, just be like, it takes some time. Customer service sucks. You might have to email auto financing a few times. You may have to hound down a service advisor to like get your car because they don't answer their phones. But I think that everything else has been pretty good. Like, I haven't had any major issues with it.
Did you get like a charger?
No, you have to. That's another thing. You have to buy a charger after you get the car or before you get the car. So
wait,
they used to, but they stopped. So you have to buy a charger for the car. Yeah. So I got a mobile charger because where I live, I can't install like a Tesla charger, which is like the charger plus installation is going to run you like anywhere from $1,500 to like $2,000 to like get it installed. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing that here until I get my own permanent house. So I got a mobile charger, which plugs into my wall in my garage. And like I go about my business. It works great. It's just super slow to charge my car. So like what I do is I charge it at supercharger once like a week. Supercharger is super quick though. You like from 20 to like 80% charge within like 20 minutes and you're out. So
how much is the supercharger to use it?
Supercharger depends on the rate and when you go. So I think the supercharger I go to is like 30 cents per kilowatt hour. So usually that's probably like depending on what the range of my car is when I go. So I think the last time I charged it was like $10 for me to charge it to 80%. And I can see why there's some of the features in the car that's on the car. Like you have like a theater mode where I can watch Twitch from the car, I can watch YouTube from the car, and then like there's a mobile browser, so you can watch like other stuff too, like 9anime and a bunch of other stuff on the car. But there are also some other things that just don't make sense. So like, you know, you had a car, you have a glove, like a glove box, and you can just pull the thing down to open the glove box. Well, there's no like pull the thing down. You have to go into the menu to drop it down. And there's no CarPlay, so don't think you're gonna get CarPlay. There's none of that.
There's no CarPlay?
I mean, Tesla does have its own like navigation. I don't like it. It tried to take you like the most convoluted route ever to get somewhere, I guess, to save time, but it really doesn't. And so it's so annoying. But like that, everything else is okay. I love the ride. It's really nice. The acceleration is great. I go like 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. The full self-driving, I don't use it that often, but like it works very well like 90% of the time. 10% of the time you gotta kind of take a little bit of control and you know, do what you need to do, and then you can just turn it back on. But yeah.
Okay.
What you gonna say?
So if you're listening to this, stick with petrol. Do not go electric. Stick with petrol.
I say go with electric if that's what you want to do. If you're in a good
stick with petrol.
No, because the cost of like keep up for that car is a lot cheaper than it is for a petrol car. I don't have to change brakes. They have regenerative brakes. Like the only thing there's no oil change.
That's the beauty of it, though. Like
for a person that does not work on their own car, and I go to like the dealership all the time.
But that's the whole beauty of
it's not for me. I don't want to sit in the dealership an hour and a half because I just did it right before I left for vacation. I literally had to go take Onyx to get an oil change, and I was in there for like an hour and a half. And because I drive him so much, I'm usually in there like every 3-4 months getting an oil change.
Well, yeah, that's typical maintenance. Yeah, true.
I don't have to do that with the Tesla.
I know that a lot of car companies are they're not making gas cars anymore. That's just something, I think it's a law or some shit like that that's put in place that companies can't make petrol anymore. But this could be wrong, but I could have swore I heard that like because like in California there are so many people that drive Teslas that something like the infrastructure or some shit like that isn't able to handle the amount of people that drive them, because it's just so much shit. Like there's so many people that use them. Like I honestly, I think in California that there's probably a supercharger like on every corner.
I don't know, I have to look, but I mean out there, yes, there are super common to see. I don't think it's a problem necessarily with the infrastructure. It may be other issues that cause them to have issues there, but I know even here, like where I live, there's a lot of Teslas.
Yeah.
And I mean, we need more superchargers. We don't have but 3 superchargers like in my little area. Like, well, I mean, it's not that little, but like in the area, there's like 3. There's the one like I go to. There's another one that's like a slower charge and is more, which does not make sense. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. And then like there's a few hotels around here that have superchargers that are up at the lower rate. So like, yeah, we need more than
that. I the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of the whole like electric car is, well, like you said, location is key. I wouldn't get that shit if I'm living out here.
It wouldn't be. I mean, technically, it would be smart for you because you own your home, so you can just install a wall charger and be fine. Like you wouldn't have to go to a supercharger. The only time you really need to go to a supercharger is if you live in a place where you do not have like the ability to do a wall connector,
But is the wall charger like a supercharger?
It's similar to a supercharger. It charges at a slower rate than a supercharger does. So like there's like 3 levels of charging when it comes to like Teslas. There's level 1, which is like just your regular AC 120-volt outlet. There's level 2, which is like your home connectors, which I think are 240, which is like about 42 amps max that it can do at a time. And then you have your superchargers, which are level 3s, and those are charging at the faster rate.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I like Volvos and
They have electric cars. I didn't tell you this.
yeah. No, they're ugly though. They're shit. They're ugly. The electric Volvos look like shit. Look, okay, I'm gonna say this too. And this is just something that I would love to see with Volvo, but they'll never do it. If they're going to make an electric car, stop doing it on they just came out with the XC90 electric. It's horrible, right? XC90s have V8s in them. I mean V8s, and I think some of them have V6s. The older ones had the Yamaha V8 in it, which was an amazing, amazing engine. And now it's just all electric shit. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. If they want to come out with electric shit, give me.
I mean, they have it in a hybrid as a plug-in hybrid.
Hell, no. If Volvo's going to come out with something electric, give me a wagon. Go back, bring back old shit. Give me a 240 wagon that's all electric. It's fast. Give me a 240 sedan that's also fast.
I don't know why you like wagons.
If huh?
I don't know why you like wagons.
Because wagons are dope as fuck and they're convenient. And honestly, they're the best thing that you can have for everything. Fuck a crossover. Fuck a crossover.
I like my crossover SUVs. Okay?
Give me a wagon. A wagon is what I want. But if Volvo's gonna do that, like, give me that. Bring back like the boxy look, but make it more modern. And
wait, but you have some wagons, the V60s, as recharge, so you could.
No, not the same. No, it's not the same. Bring back the 740s. Bring back the 240s. Bring back the just anything back in the day. Bring that back and just redo it, and just make it better. If you want to make it electric, make that shit electric. Cool. But give people what they want. Like, you have a fan base. People that are like diehard Volvo fans that go for the old ones only because they're tanks. They're built to last. Anyway.
Yeah, but most car manufacturers are not building them to last nowadays.
Yeah, and that's a fucking problem. That's the damn problem. But the Tesla does look good. And once you got the 10 on it, it looks fucking amazing. It looks really good. It's really slick. Really slick. I fucks with that. I will say, the cruise. Did you see any pineapples? You saw pineapples. Okay?
Let me tell you the story, you guys, real quick. Okay? Now, mind you, this is not my first cruise, okay? At any means, right? And I didn't know about this until this man mentioned this to me. I was literally, I think I got up super early one morning and he was like, oh, don't touch any pineapples if you see any pineapples. I was like, huh? And then he says me what it means. And I was just like, ha, ha, ha. Right?
It's real.
Alrighty. Not even 4 hours later, there is a post about a couple that has upside down pineapples on their door.
That's wild. It was a lot of pineapples too.
It was. It was a lot. It was just like, okay, all righty.
It was like five or four of them things, and that's my gosh, that's
He jinxed me. Like, if he did say anything, I don't think I would have saw that post or it wouldn't have popped up. But he said something and then it popped up.
Was the post saying like this is wrong?
No. So like the person, I think it was also their first cruise as well, and they're like, so with all these pineapples on the door, and like people in the comments were explaining what it was, and like, oh, well, I guess they like to have fun, and they had the door number and everything, so we know where they were. So yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Was that, and those were the only ones that you saw? You didn't notice anything else?
Like, no, I didn't walk around like the halls where they had like the cabins. So like my little cabin, well, it was little. Speaking, I'm never going back on Norwegian again. Just letting you guys know that. So like it was my cabin, then there's like somebody random, and then like my family's cabin was like the next cabin. And then like there was like a few people that had stuff on their doors, but nobody had pineapples on their door that were upside down. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there probably were more, but I didn't go that far down to look.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what's up though. That's what's up. I've never been on a cruise. I would definitely do it. I'm gonna do it on one, but I've never been on a cruise before. So talking about, you brought up something that was interesting. You said that car manufacturers don't make cars like they used to, right? Mm-hmm. And what that got me thinking about was Lexi sent me a text message yesterday about did you see the new Metal Gear? And I said, new Metal Gear? The fuck? Is Konami about to do something right for a change? So I go look and I see something called Metal Gear Delta. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Let me go watch it. Now, if you listen to our episode when the Metal Gear Collection came out, the one big thing that I said about it was when I go play Snake Eater, it takes me to the 2003, literally the 2003 version of it. Right? So Konami, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that it doesn't look great, because it looks fucking amazing. Snake Eater Delta looks amazing because it's on that Unreal Engine 5. Right? It looks great. Here's the thing that pisses me the fuck off about it. I would have waited longer if you just did this with all of the other games first and then bring out the collection. Doesn't that make no sense? No, it don't make no sense, because them niggas want to make fucking money. So what they're going to do is, we're going to hit them with something crazy right now. We're going to, at the showcase, the Xbox showcase, we're going to hit them with this Metal Gear Delta. We're not going to put Snake Eater anywhere in this title. Nowhere. So we're going to make it seem like this is a totally new fucking game. But then, if you play Snake Eater, you know what Snake Eater looks like. You know what the fuck it looks like. You know what it looks like from the scenes. You know he's not Snake yet. He's Jack. Right? You know this shit. It looks amazing. I would have waited longer to have all of these games like redone in the Unreal 5. And I would have loved to pay the money for that collection. And here's the other shit too. Konami, don't you have another collection coming out of the Metal Gears? There's a part 2 to that shit, right? So what? You telling me you guys gonna come out with Delta and then the Master Collection 2? And then y'all gonna what? Take Sons of Liberty and redo Metal Gear 2 and redo that shit and make it look better? So you can get the more money out the pocket because y'all niggas ain't got shit else going on, I guess. The fuck? I saw that. I watched that shit 10 times. And I said, man, this looks great. So good. So fucking good. I wonder if they're gonna do this with all the rest of them.
A good question.
I don't really give a fuck. Because I already spent the money on the damn collection.
You're gonna give them your money regardless. I don't know why we even sit here going on this tangent about it. You're gonna give Konami your money.
First, we don't have a date for when it's gonna come out. Right? So it's easy for game companies to make shit look good, but we might not get it. We might not get it. So I only talk shit like this because I am a true fan of Metal Gear. I am. And it hurts me that Konami is doing shit like this, but you also have to remember a business is a business. You know what I mean? And they really don't have Konami really doesn't have anything else like happening. So they have to, they're like, man, we got to make some fucking money. We got to do something. We got to do some shit. How we going to bleed these motherfuckers dry? How we going to get this money out of them? Oh yeah, we're going to do something that we know that we could have done a long fucking time ago. It looks amazing. It looks so fucking good. But I would have waited longer. I would have been more patient if you just did all of this shit for the collection and do it for the second collection. And then I can have all of that experience in one instead of you guys branching this shit out. And it's like the fucking commercial with the nigga with the fishing line with the dollar, and you got to be quicker than that type shit. Like, I hate that. You got to be quicker than that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck.
So segue into like my Xbox showcase picks that like I'm excited for because he don't went on his tangent and he's still gonna get this game. And y'all gonna hear this tangent again when the game come out because he gonna go on.
Yeah, you are. And I probably like the same type of games that you did because it's something that I watched it and I was like, ooh, that looks good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But anyways, so like I saw that Fallout 76 is getting a new DLC. I know you saw that. That comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And then I think for me, like my top, I say my top 5 that I was excited about was Fable because I love Fable. They've been like, but I don't know. They've been teasing like another Fable game for how long now and still haven't done it. Like they tried it when they did like, I think Legends and I just didn't like it. I play test that, didn't like it. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really have high hopes for it because I've been waiting for a mad long time for that. And then the next thing that got me like excited was Dragon Age Veilguard. That's 10 years because I've been hearing that for like a couple days now. It's been 10 years since the last Dragon Age game, Inquisition. And like the gameplay trailer dropped today and I'm excited. I want to see how the story plays out. It looks really good. They are still using the Frostbite engine though, so ain't shit changed there, but it looks amazing. I hope, I have my fingers crossed that we don't have any delays. They're saying it's like supposed to be fall of this year, so hopefully we get it fall of this year. Yeah, but I know EA, we're gonna get some pushbacks because like it's already supposed to have been out by now, and like staff changes and shit going on there. It's been 10 years, okay?
Yeah.
So like where it goes. I have been playing Origins. I went back and started that today. I started with Awakening because I never did Awakening. And the graphics are ass. They have dated so bad. Like
shit.
And like when I first started playing, it kept constantly crashing. So like if you decide that you want to play on a newer PC, there is a patch out there that you have to download and add, and you'll get some stability. And then the next thing for me that I saw that I was excited about was Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I love. Hold on, let me roll that back. I need a remake of Black Ops 2. That'd be great. Like that's what got me in the Call of Duty. But we have Black Ops 6. And they've added some stuff, and they kind of showcase. They changed like some things to the movement, the story, and everything of that nature looks really good. So that has me interested. And they're bringing back round-based zombies. So yes, all right. And so yeah, when the beta and stuff comes, I'll be jumping on that. So. And then I did not know that they were making another Gears, but they are. Yes, they're doing Gears E-Day, and then they brought back like I think it's like before everything happens E-Day. So like
I was wondering that.
Yeah, so Dom.
So that was Phoenix. So that was Phoenix and Dom before all the shit went crazy. Okay, that's what I thought because they look young as fuck.
They look young as fuck, and I was like, because I'm like. I know this ain't Marcus' kid, and this looks like Marcus, but Marcus.
Yeah, I was like, fuck no. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is
because at the last scene when they showed like the city, it was all still up and going. Yeah.
So like, and then I saw Dom, and I was like,
yeah,
all right, the crew's back in town, and like, I cried when he died. So like, this is gonna be really good for me.
I kind of wonder if they're I do wonder when it comes to Gears if they're going to have online multiplayer because there is a fan base behind that and it is competitive play behind that also.
Yeah, they probably will. Even Gears 5 is still up and playing competitive actually. And the online play is still up because I know because somebody invited me like a month ago to play and I was just like, people still play this online?
Yeah, it's quick. Them niggas move fast.
I was like, oh, all right. So I played it. It was all right. It's like, okay.
Okay. So, and hopefully you get the last game that looks good on here. Hopefully you choose right. It's only one that's right.
Sir, we have different gaming choices. Don't do that.
It's only one.
Don't do that. Okay. And so I don't know. For me, I think my last choice that I was actually excited about is not even like a game, it's more of a DLC. But I do want to see what they're going to do with I'm not no. But I do want to see what they're going to do with actually it's two and they're both from the same studio. So we're going to count it as one. But I do want to see what they're going to do with World of Warcraft, with War Within, and then Vessel of Hatred for Diablo. Because I play both those games. So I'm kind of excited about that. What's yours? Is your State of Decay?
No.
What is yours?
Doom.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, okay. Like I like Doom, but I'm not like, ooh, Doom. If it makes sense.
Doom.
I'm not okay. I didn't play the original Dooms. Like I'm not one that played it on PC as a kid.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those kids. Mm-mm.
I used in middle school. In middle school, I was in like a magnet school. So we had a class called environmental science. And I don't know who did this, but somebody put a copy of Doom on these computers and everything was connected LAN-wise, right? So all of us, I don't know who did this, but all of us would play Doom on these computers all the fucking time. And the teacher's in the front and we're in the back and the computers are like at an angle. So she can't see shit. And all of us are just playing Doom. So yeah, and it looked great. It looked amazing.
See, the game of choice for like my class when I was in biomedical studies was Halo. They used to play Halo like all the time.
It looks good. So yeah, Doom is there for me, and everything else that you already said. Metal Gear Delta, yeah, whatever. I I watched the Ubisoft one yesterday, and the only reason why I watched it was because of Division 2, because I just wanted to hear what they were doing. It's year 6. Year 6 started today, so I already logged in, did some shit. But they're coming out with the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of like,
yeah, I'm ready for that too because it looks really good. Yeah, that shit looks amazing. I love the way it looks. But yeah, the Gears of War, Doom, Metal Gear, Fable. Yeah, that looks good to me. Those are the ones that are like, okay, this is good. This is fucking good. Damn. A lot of shit is happening in a month, man. Get robbed. You got robbed, new games. You know what's crazy? My sister called me yesterday and she was like, guess what? And I was like, what? She was like, I literally just saw a dude fly off his motorcycle and hit a tree.
yeah.
Right? And I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah. I was like, is the motherfucker all right? And she was like, yeah. He had a broken, like not broken leg, but something in his leg was like, kind of like fucked up, but he was able to walk away from it. And I was like, was he wearing a helmet? He was wearing a helmet, but he wasn't wearing anything else. He was just wearing regular clothes. And I was like, yo, that's crazy.
So that's funny because when I was going to get my Tesla driving to Charlotte, there was a truck that just turned over and that was like in the embankment. And like nobody was like, it was just that one car, like no other truck, nothing else. It was just this one car that turned over. The guy was like standing outside, like is waiting for like the cops to come. And I'm just like, the fuck?
That is crazy. Jesus Christ. Man. Yeah, just a lot of shit can happen in a month. But I missed home so much. I did. I missed it.
I did too. When I came back from my cruise, I was like, oh, my bed.
Yeah. I slept the first night I slept. Okay. First, I love my mother. Love her to death. And the beds, I could have swore she said it's a full-size bed. But honestly, maybe because it's me and I'm laying in it, it feels like a twin. So my biggest fear was me falling out of it. And I almost fell. I almost fell when I was trying to reach the cover. It was in the corner. And I was trying to reach for that joint. And I thought it was like on the edge of the bed, but I reached too far and I was about to, like fall over, but I had to catch myself. That was the only time I almost fell. So yeah, that was cool.
I just feel bad because I got sick on my cruise. So like I come back and I'm like dying sick and it's like I need my bed.
Oh, and I also built one of the keyboards that I have.
Where's my keyboard that you were supposed to build for me?
I actually.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh,
so
different things.
It's a split keyboard. Shit.
Yeah, keyboard. I see.
And it actually worked out really well. You can. It's actually really nice, and it's a company that the company that makes these are actually local here in North Carolina. And as you could see, boop, boop, got my little key switches, got my Mega Mans and stuff for my F1 keys and all that shit. It's actually really sick. Only thing that you have to do is solder, everything in, but soldering's not that hard. the brand of it is called Kibio, and they've been doing this for a while, and they make really, really good keyboards, and their support is really good because it's only like 3 to 4 people, so they respond to you pretty quickly. So,
that still doesn't answer my question. Where's my keyboard?
I can do that for you. I will do that.
Rude.
But yeah, I mean, I needed it just so I can work and stuff like that.
No, he just wanted to be fancy.
It's not even like I like using a keyboard because I'm so used to it. It was when I came back here and I started working, I was like, oh shit, this is weird. Because I had like this little cheap ass mouse that I bought from Amazon real quick, and I have my my Logitech like Hero mouse here, and it's just like a total difference. It has the weights in it and all that shit, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This feels so good. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, y'all. So this was, we had a lot of shit to talk about. And this,
so we just catching up because
yeah,
it's been a month.
Yeah. It's which is, you know, shit happens and you just gotta roll with the punches. But yeah, as we said before, you know, I post on TikTok and stuff, kind of gonna be moving towards posting more on YouTube.
Make sure you do the shorts correctly and remember they can be no more than 60 seconds, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is that I use the like the automatic shit with the Opus, and it's kind of weird because they deal with so many people, and it's kind of weird that they don't have it so that like the clips go to Reels as a whole anyway, or maybe I missed something. I need to work on some shit. I don't know. But yeah, follow us on our socials. Definitely. Like I said, I post some clips down there every day. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else that you want to add?
No, you guys, if you guys haven't, definitely, you know, give us a rating. Also, you guys want to send us a message. Like I said, at the top of the description, usually there's like a send a text. So if you click that, that'll come to us. Yeah, we definitely appreciate the feedback. Other than that, you guys be safe, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. We're also going to work on getting these videos on Spotify too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I need to work on that. All right. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye. Bye-bye.